Looters of Kanu Library during nationwide protest carted everything away except for books. Former Adamawa Commissioner Sajo, a former commissioner for information and strategy in Adamawa State, on a Rise television program, argues that the ongoing protests are targeting the northern elites rather than President Bola Tinubu. Looters who targeted the Kano National Library in Kano State during the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest took everything except for the books. Ahmad Sajo says this is a sign of deeper issues within northern Nigeria. Sajo, a former commissioner for information and strategy on the Arise television program, argues that the ongoing protesters are targeting the northern elites rather than President Bola Tinubu. Sajo criticized the northern elites for their failure to address youth empowerment, resulting in a significant number of uneducated out-of-school children. According to him, this neglect has created an environment ripe for insurgent recruitments. When they broke into the National Library in Kano, they took everything away except for the books. That tells you the direction is different from what you might think, Sajo said. He expressed concerns over the political exploitation of the unrest, suggesting that some protesters are driven by opportunities seeking to gain political advantage. Sajo noted, I think there are political hawks, opportunists trying to cash in on the discontent. While Sajo acknowledged President Tinubu's empathetic nationwide address and his willingness to engage in dialogue, he raised his concerns about the violent tone of some protests. He criticized the involvement of young children and the display of foreign flags as dangerous deviation from the protest's original intent. Sajo urged citizens to hold their leaders accountable and ensure that the dialogue initiated by the president leads to meaningful reforms in governance and youth employment. Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And don't forget to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give their own opinions on this. Now, let's see what other people have to say about this. The books are safe because you elites tell them evil things about education. What would Amal who cannot read English alphabet, do with book? More so, the North is hungry, while the Southwest are empty block brains. Is there anyone talking of books in Nigeria in this time of hunger? We were deceived for so long. Education is the key to success. Pure lies. Money is the key to success. Currently, if you don't have money, you are doomed. Use that your money for education to establish a business you will feed well. After graduation from university, you become Okada rider or Mason man. Those are foes that should be dealt with. What did Tinubu say about the protests going on in Nigeria? Do you blame them for not stealing books? In a country where those that are spent years reading are still roaming the streets looking for a meaningful means of survival, and those of you that do not know what it is to be educated are in charge of national resources, are with fat cheeks, what do you understand? So you understand why it's meaningless stealing books. What would stark illiterate Amaujiri do with books if he knows what books stand for? They are now realizing all the mouth-watering deception from the immediate and available leadership, and that is how they will soon get to the top with the presence. I don't care presidency. Right from time, books mean nothing to the far northerners, just like their grandfathers did during the end of the Biafran War. They have to be burned down the UNN library, which was the then richest library in Africa and 17th in the world. If not because of counter posterities, by APC government. APC protesters against protesters, the leader of peaceful protesters would have control over the peaceful protesters from any form of looting and burning of lawmakers' houses and some leaders of the state and towns and villages, because it's peaceful protest, not riot. Well, these people have given their opinions on this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and don't so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And don't forget to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is